Alright guys, I had to do a discussion video talking about the Supercell support system because it just seems to me like it keeps getting worse and worse from what I've seen recently. So first, I want to show a tweet of what happened to Riley, and then there's also another post on Reddit talking about something that recently happened when they tried contacting the Supercell support. So Riley's tweet here has gotten a ton of engagement since it came out a couple days ago. The community has been going wild and are in disbelief this happened. So Riley captioned this here: I didn't get my evolution drill offer, but at least I got 20 gems for $15. Now he's from Canada, so I think that might be more like $10 or $12 United States dollars. I don't know for sure, but you guys get the idea. And Riley is a big content creator. He has over 300,000 subscribers, so obviously he wouldn't be making this up or playing around. So this actually happened. So he messaged support. The support agent said, hang on for a minute. We have experienced some purchasing issues. We apologize for the inconvenience. Please accept this compensation of 20 gems. We hope you enjoy it. Please get in touch with Apple directly for this matter, as they will issue you with a refund. I will proceed to close the chat. Have a nice day. And as you can see on the next screenshot here, Supercell support, we've got something for you. Your account has been compensated 20 gems. I mean, 20 gems. I feel like they're better off just not giving anything at all. 20 gems doesn't really get you anything. I mean, okay, to be fair, you can play 2 classic challenges with it, but I feel like bare minimum they could have done 100, and I'll show you guys some of the replies and you guys will get the point I'm making. What a spit in the face. I also bought it and only got the emote. Wow. Please accept the compensation of 20 gems. We hope you enjoy it being underlined. What has happened in Clash Royale? I've quit some time ago. Point of view, Supercell's proof that they care about the community. 20 gems is considered an overcompensation from Supercell support. And I know you guys could make the argument at least they gave something, but I almost, in my mind, to me, I don't know how you guys feel, but that's, I feel like, just kind of disrespectful at that point. You know, a bug that happened that is clearly the game's fault, because Riley obviously is someone that can spend hundreds, thousands of dollars on this game because he's a content creator. But imagine a player that hardly spends any money on the game, you know, having this type of disrespect happen, getting 20 gems when you're not getting what you're supposed to. And this bug did happen to other people besides just content creators. I forgot if I showed this reply. I saw this one here. Same bro, I got scammed and they wouldn't even give the gems. So some people this bug happened to where they didn't get what they paid for and they didn't even get gems. So this just goes to show that the support, I've said this before in other videos, needs a buff, and there's another post I want to show after this that has to do with the support as well on Reddit. Now this post, guys, is perhaps even more important to talk about than the first post I showed you. This was actually brought to my attention about a week ago that this issue has been going on, where essentially people have been asking for a refund and then it's been causing a bunch of problems in their game. So you'll see here it's captioned this post, warning, don't ask for a refund. This is recent from just less than a day ago. When I first started playing the game, I bought a few packs and accidentally bought one I couldn't use at the time. A $10 pack for 50,000 elite wildcards. I asked for a refund and then I was locked out of my account for a week. So I want to bring this specific point up he made, because when I was streaming about a week ago, a couple people were bringing this up in my chat, where basically when they asked for a refund, and it wasn't just happening to them, it was happening too to other people on Reddit. This was probably already posted a few times recently of people this has happened to, where essentially if you asked for a refund, your game was stuck at 50% for a few days and you literally couldn't log into the game, which is exactly what happened to this guy and other people asking for refunds. And then on top of that, they took 10 million, I think I read this correctly, 10,600,000 wildcards from me, making it pointless to play anymore. At first I thought it was just a visual bug, so continued playing, purchasing the pass until I started getting those cards, and it legit is negative 10 million plus. I was totally okay with them taking the 50,000 cards back that I couldn't use, but this was a total FU from them. The support is useless and does nothing, so just a fair warning for those of you who actually want to continue playing the game, do not get a refund. They will burn you over for a few dollars. So this essentially goes to show you don't really want to ask for a refund because this could potentially happen. Now, obviously, we've seen negative gems before, but it's only been recent that we've been seeing negative resources, and negative 10 million is insane. If this guy is telling the truth, and I think there's a large chance he is, because recently I've seen a lot of people posting that they have negative resources and it's from refunds, and if they're truly taking away more than they should just because the person refunded, I feel like that's pretty messed up, especially if it's someone that has made purchases before in the game, like this guy has said he did. He bought a few packs. So this to me is just really wild, assuming this is true, and I think there is a high chance there is, especially the part where you're locked out of the game, because I can say for a fact that has happened to quite a few people. So I really hope this is something they fix and change, because this is just really messed up. Let's get into a few more top posts of the week. Please, Supercell, it's not that hard. What Supercell thinks we won? Oh yeah, that's the new offer system they put in the game on the homepage, where they're saying stuff is free, but really you have to pay for the items beforehand before you get the free items, the gold and diamond pass that we know is in the game. Oh yeah, apparently they added in a discount, a first purchase discount. Honestly, that's a pretty smart strategy. I got to give them credit there. That probably does end up working pretty well in encouraging people to get it. And then, of course, the level 16 Sigma. That's pretty funny. What we actually want, more star level skins. Yeah, I think everyone would want that. Casuals, creators, pros. I think everyone playing the game would love more star levels. I mean, I think that's just something that appeals to everyone. The cosmetics in this game, they're just really fun. And then 2v2 ladder, that's kind of debatable. I mean, I think it wouldn't hurt to add it as a temporary game mode. I mean, they brought in Queen's Journey, which is something no one really asked for. 2v2 ladder, on the other hand, people actually asked for. So why not try it out, add it as a section in the game mode tab, and see how many people play it. I don't think it hurts to try it out, or at least in a Royal Tournament. And then Card Mastery, Tier 3 Masteries with better rewards. Of course, everyone would love that. At least they did bring gems back to one of the tiers, but the rewards probably could be slightly better. Of course, that's what people would prefer, obviously. And this post also stuck out to me. I thought it was an interesting thing to talk about. Champions are trash right now. Is it just me, or do champions feel like an afterthought in Clash Royale? On average, on top ladder, you'll see someone playing a champion card in less than 30% of the matches you play. I think the issue with champions is that their abilities are for the most part very situational, and on their own for the most part none of the champions are worth their elixir cost. I personally think that champions should be good enough to the point where almost all meta decks require at least one of them. A good way to make this happen would be to give champions buffs to their abilities so that there is an incentive to invest the 5 elixir into a champion card to get that ability for low cost. And as you can see, this post has a lot of upvotes, so a lot of people agree with it, and he actually included a picture with it that has the Mighty Miner, Skeleton King, Golden Knight, Monk, and Archer Queen. I don't see the Little Prince in this, probably because the Little Prince is the strongest champion out of all of them. So I would say my thoughts on this, I think one of the biggest issues is the fact that evolutions are in the game. Ever since evolutions came into the game, champions just seem to get worse and worse. And I think a big part of that is because now that there's 2 evolution slots, that takes up 2 spots in the deck, because pretty much every deck now you're going to have to run 2 evolutions, so that leaves less room for the champion. So I think there's really a couple options. It's to buff the weaker champions. For example, the Golden Knight could get a small buff to him. The Golden Knight at the moment, as of recording this video, is definitely the worst champion out of all of them, or they just have to continue nerfing the evolutions, and that'll indirectly help the champions be stronger. But either way, definitely an interesting thing to think about, how champions, when they first were introduced into the game, they were essentially like evolutions where they were absolutely broken, but now they're almost like an average card. I think with that, I'll close out the video here. Let me know what you guys think about all the things I talked about in this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, feel free to give it a like and subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. You can also use creator code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.